What's up, guys? This is Storm, and welcome to another Storm Gaming News Week. I hope you're having an incredible day and trying out the new release game of Pragmata. I strongly recommend it. I did an hour stream last night when the clock hit 0. It's up on my channel if you want to check it out. But we got a couple of news to go over, so without further ado, let's get on with the news. Our first news we have is ex-Bethesda Vice President Pete Hines finally gave his reason why he left the company with the interview with Kotaku. He said, "He was powerless to do what I think needs to be done to run this place properly after Xbox bought the company. He said he saw how Bethesda got damaged and broken apart and frankly mistreated, abused before his eyes." Which is kind of crazy hearing this and stuff. Some people was kind of confused what he was saying because he was there. He was still there when they released some pretty bad games from the biggest one was Fallout 76, and he was still there when Redfall was in development. So it's like the company was already in a bad state before Xbox bought them, because with the whole situation with Fallout 76, they was in a class action lawsuit against that game. Especially the whole collector's edition helmet had mold, false advertisement of the bag, and just a whole bunch of stuff that was going on with that game and stuff. And the whole thing with the store being with their store, like they were jacking the prices and stuff, which is illegal in some places and stuff. So I think, in my opinion, Bethesda was already going downhill before Xbox bought them and stuff, and it just looked like they haven't really recovered, because like Redfall, even though like the people at Bethesda was hoping for Xbox to cancel that game and stuff, it did really bad damage to them and stuff. And Starfield didn't make it any better when that game launched. Like, it was not as bad as Redfall, but Starfield wasn't what people expected it to be, if that makes sense. So it's weird Pete Hines saying this and stuff, but he's no longer at the company, so he speaking freely how he felt when he was over there. So it's nothing new. We've seen like execs who used to work at Xbox and so speak out about them and not in the best light after when they leave. There was that whole thing with what was that guy name? He was at Xbox, then he went to Bethesda, and when Xbox bought Bethesda, he left Bethesda. Man, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Somebody will probably tell me in the comments below. But yeah, he spoke out against Xbox and stuff. There was the guy who was, I believe he was part of the team of the Halo Infinite developers and stuff, and he spoke out when the team got laid off and stuff. So yeah, it's nothing new. So it's like the same thing that going on with Xbox Studios for some. We don't know why is it a thing, but it's been happening. So it is what it is. For the past couple of days, like reports are coming in that PlayStation is making changes to the UI and also to the PlayStation Store. Like the tabs where you see like your friends list, your profile icon that be at the bottom of the PS5. People have seen images of what looks like to be people is in like in a beta update for the PS5, showing that now they are moved to the top, similar how it was on the PS4 console. And now on Reddit, an image was shown of the new look of the PS5 store, and it basically shows that the game cards are larger and views will automatically play while hovering over it. Descriptions and tags will also show up too. It's pretty much similar to how Netflix does it with their large game titles. Trailers for the game will automatically play when you hover over it, and there are category tags like for open world and cinematic. So it is pretty interesting because I think like this was been asked for a while for like a new like update for the PlayStation Store and also for the UI, especially we are over 5 years with these consoles and stuff. So a nice change to the store and the UI will be nice to have, like keep it fresh and stuff. They have been doing a pretty decent job of trying to uh, change up the user interface and stuff by add the widgets and stuff, making like you can have a slideshow of images for like a background, since they didn't put themes back and stuff. But now that you can have like on the background of your thing when you go into the PS5, it would just show a slideshow of images that you have, or maybe game icons that's on the PlayStation 5 itself, or maybe like those seasonal widgets and stuff that changes depending on the season you're in. It's always nice to have a little bit of update here and there. Can't really complain about that. Xbox have confirmed the length of the Gears of War E-Day Direct that will be shown after the Xbox Showcase that is happening on June 7th. And they said the runtime will be 30 minutes. So Gears of War fans will have a really good, decent chunk of new info for Gears of War E-Day. Most likely they're going to show probably like a campaign mission, probably go over the graphics, how the game is going to be running on the Xbox Series X and S. Might say that it could they're probably going to have it played on the Xbox Series X, or they might show like it could show like a comparison how it will look on the next Xbox Xbox Helix that they have coming out most likely next year. They could do that, and pretty much show like the different comparisons of it compared to old Gears of War games. So yeah, Gears of War fan, you're in for a treat. It will the event of it will start up right after the Xbox Showcase, so mark your calendars to see it. We have gotten the official reveal of a brand new Metro game and some details for it. I know fans of the Metro series are excited to see this because I believe the last one was like 6 years, 5 or 6 years ago. I know the last one was on the PS4 and the Xbox One. So the fact that this game had been quietly been being worked on and stuff, and now that they're ready to reveal it, it's pretty nice. But let's go over the new details. They said It is coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and PC in winter 2026. So it's coming out this year during the winter season, which is pretty nice. There, it said underground factions slash communities united under the Novrik, a new factional leader known as Hunter. Pretty interesting. Explores what humans were before the war ended and after. A new main character called a stranger haunted by violent nightmares. Harrowing journey back down into the metro. Much darker tone, handcrafted single player campaign. Weaves exploration, survival, combat, and stealth. Russian invasion of Ukraine change and shape the story. Still a Metro story in the Metro universe. Pushes ray tracing and features and tech. So they're pretty much, this is like one of their big invested Metro game that they have created, like with a lot more detail and stuff. What else they have here? Got the new protagonist. It's a custom engine upgraded from Metro Exodus, and it's focused on environmental and storytelling. So, pretty nice, pretty nice. There is a little bit of snippet of gameplay in this reveal trailer and stuff, so you want to check out for yourself. I will post a link of the video in the description below. But yeah, I know some people are definitely going to be playing this day one, and they are really excited that the series is coming back, and it looks like it's a continuation, most likely. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the Metro game that's coming out in the winter season? Let me know in the comments below. During the week, a report or a rumor came out saying that Fable was internally delayed due to a potential risk of releasing near GTA 6. So Microsoft was thinking about pushing it into 2027 to avoid it. But after when the rumor was making rounds, the Fable social media page came out and said they are confirmed to be releasing a fall 2026, despite the rumor. So they're pretty much saying we're still going to be releasing this year in the fall season. We'll know 100% sure when Fable is going to be releasing once the Xbox Showcase comes on June 7th and stuff. Of course, some people are excited that it's not being delayed, but of course some are a little bit hesitant to say otherwise, because we have seen people say like, oh, the game won't be delayed, this, that, and the third, then the whole plan changed. Because that's the thing, some people do forget plans could change. Like, you could say one thing right now, and probably like a few months down the line that plan changed. Because remember, we had a whole release date for Starfield when it was first shown gameplay and stuff. They had a whole release date for it, but then they decided to delay it for a whole year. So it's like, can we 100% certain Fable will release in the fall season? Who knows? We just gotta wait and see how it turns out in the end. Because, like we all say, plans change, and don't speak in absolute, because you don't know what could happen tomorrow. You can see what's happening now, but you don't know what's gonna be happening tomorrow. Nothing is guaranteed. But we'll see what happens on the June 7th showcase for the Xbox, because I truly believe Fable will be there. If they're not there, that'd be a little bit weird in my opinion. a known hacker group who goes by the name of Shiny Hunters have revealed that they have hacked into Rockstar and stole some internal Snowflake data through a third-party analytics tool called Anodot rather than hacking Rockstar or Snowflake directly. And they managed to steal. I saw this number was bouncing around. I heard 5 terabyte. I heard 6.5. So I'm just gonna say they stole like 6 worth of terabyte of data from Rockstar and stuff. And you possibly think, what hacker group stole from Rockstar this time? Well, lucky for them, it had nothing to do with GTA 6 related, because Rockstar moved anything involving GTA 6 to a different server and stuff. But the stuff that they stole from this one was, honestly, it was a big old nothing burger. Because they pretty much just stole the financial data from Rockstar, like how much money they made and what platform, how much each platform spent on GTA 5 Online. Like, all the information is evolving around GTA 5 Online. And the hacker group was asking for 200K from Rockstar to get the information back. But to be honest, looking at the data and stuff of the amount of money that people spent on GTA Online and stuff, I'm sorry, 200K is chump change to Rockstar. And of course they didn't pay it and stuff, because it's like one of those things, you pay a hacker group, it's just gonna motivate more hackers to come after you because they think you're sweet and be able to get easy money off of you. It was the same situation when it came to Sony and Insomniac. I believe the hacker group that hacked Insomniac was asking for, I think it was like Bitcoin or $7 million, and Sony refused to pay it. And unfortunately, they leaked information from Insomniac and stuff, which a lot of people say Sony should have a more strong security system. But also, I commend them for not paying that ransom, because nobody should not make a deal with terrorists. But anyway, selling the data, they shown that GTA Online made a lot more money than Red Dead Online, which is more than likely why Red Dead Online never got updates and was discontinued and stuff, because GTA Online was where the money was making. They also revealed that the Xbox Series and Xbox One is lacking behind GTA Online compared to the PS4 when it comes to player count. Because for the player count, the PS4 has almost 2 million. It has almost 2 million player counts, and the Series X player count is 1,129,000, while the Xbox One is 1,026,000. So yeah, both of them are lagging behind the player count for the PS4 alone and stuff. Like for the PS5, that's over 3 million alone. So they also showed which country had made more revenue for GTA Online. US being the most with over 150 million compared to the other countries. The one that comes in second place is the United Kingdom, and that's only 25 million. So yeah, that's low-key kind of crazy. And so it pretty much they just stole like Rockstar financial stuff, which we all knew GTA Online was the biggest is a big money maker for Rockstar and stuff. I guess some people were just surprised how much money and stuff. But if we go back during the PS4 generation when MPD, before it changed its name to Circana and stuff, MPD will record sales of games when it comes to physical and digital every month and stuff. And literally for a good long time, I can't remember exactly, but GTA 5 was always on the list. Like, if not in the top 10, it was in the top 5. And it was ridiculous. People were not even shocked anymore seeing GTA 5 on it, because people were saying it had a permanent spot. So this kind of goes together, like, yeah, GTA 5 was making that bread for Rockstar and stuff. So they're not going to get rid of it anytime soon. But I am kind of curious when it comes to GTA 6, what changes can they do for it that it will coincide with GTA 6? Because I doubt they're going to give GTA 6 its own online stuff. So more than likely, GTA 5 Online gonna get like a big old update overhaul for GTA 6. We just don't know to the extent. Like, will they change the graphics of GTA Online to make it look like GTA 6 and stuff? But we just gotta wait and see for sure and stuff. They're probably gonna talk more about this as they get close to GTA 6 release and stuff. I have a feeling around the summertime, the marketing for GTA 6 will start up and stuff. If not around like the summertime, like in June, I could definitely see like a May. Sometime in May, they gonna start kicking off probably with a new trailer, and so probably show how the gameplay look in game. So we'll see. To be honest, the hacker group, I don't know what they were thinking with this and stuff. You just basically just flex how much money Rockstar made from GTA Online alone. So I don't know. We have the official games that will be releasing on the PlayStation Plus catalog for the middle of April. And the games are Horizon Zero Dawn, the remastered Football Manager 26, the console version, The Crew Motorfest, Warriors Abyss, the casting of Frank Stone, and Squirrel with a Gun. And pretty light month for the games catalog and stuff. I did want to try out the Crew Motorfest though, because I've been looking to see a good racing game. Honestly, like the last good racing game I truly played and enjoyed was Need for Speed Underground. Honestly, so I'm kind of curious. Will the Crew Motorfest be fun? So I'm willing to give it a try when it drops. But yeah, those are the games catalog for the month of April that'll be on the PlayStation Plus subscription of the Extra and Premium. We could have a potentially news that Spider-Man 3 from Insomnia could be in development. The reason why I say this is because on Instagram, Ben Jordan, you don't know who he is, he was the face model that they used for Peter Parker in the Spider-Man PS4 remastered and for Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. He's basically the face model they used for Peter. And on his Instagram, he posted showing him doing some mocap with the caption said, "If you know, you know," with the little Spider-Man with a little spider emoji, and you look at his hands, he's doing like the basically the web shooting thing with his hands and stuff. But he quickly did delete this. But fans are starting to speculate that he could be working on either Spider-Man 3 from Insomniac or a new Spider-Man project altogether, which is very interesting. So, if you don't know about Insomniac is big. You know that they have three different teams. There's the one team that made the Marvel Spider-Man 2, and those are the ones that's doing the Spider-Man. That's the team that's working on it. The one that's working on the Marvel Wolverine one, that is the team that's working on that worked on Spider-Man Miles Morales. And of course, they got their traditional Ratchet and Clank team. So it could be that the team that does the Spider-Man games is now starting to work on developing on Spider-Man 3. We don't know if this mocap is at Insomniac Studios. It's just kind of interesting. He said, "If you know, you know," with the little spider emoji. It would be pretty cool because I think we all pretty much agree at this point that Spider-Man 3 is gonna launch with the PS6 with a cross-gen playability for the PS5. So they're pretty much guaranteed that's gonna be the case for that one. But we'll see what this means and stuff, because there has to be a pretty good reason he deleted it with the quickness. But we'll find out. The new CEO at Xbox has said in an internal memo that Game Pass is too expensive. She said, "Game Pass has become too expensive for players, so we need a better value equation. We will evolve Game Pass into a more flexible system which will take time to test and learn around." This kind of coincides with the information that that Microsoft might consider removing Call of Duty from day one Game Pass, and also probably doing a cheaper tier of Game Pass that will only have like the Xbox exclusives on it and stuff. But like she said, they have to learn and test to see what works and stuff. But I think right now, the Game Pass subscription is like $30 a month, I think. But yeah, so it's not really surprising that they're saying that it's too expensive and stuff, because some people would agree, and we don't know. We all figured the reason why the price went up was because of Call of Duty, to be honest, and stuff. But we'll see what they do. So far, the rumors are they're thinking about doing a cheaper Game Pass tier that will only have the Xbox Studio exclusives on it. Well, the Xbox Studio games on it. And another possibility, they're removing Game Pass. Not Game Pass. They're removing Call of Duty for being day one on Game Pass. I figure you put it day one on Game Pass, you're losing a larger margin of money that your players and your ecosystem would have bought and paid for. Because yeah, you got PC and you got PlayStation, but you're getting money from them when they buy Call of Duty, but they also get a 30% from you putting on their store. And since you have it on Game Pass, Xbox players are not going to pay the money to buy it. They'll just play it through Game Pass and just give up that $30 a month subscription. So we'll see what plan they come up with in the end. More than likely, they're probably going to reveal it sometime this year. Kojima new game Physint I hope I said that right, has now started doing new casting. He have a casting call looking to fill the roles of multiple passengers on a hijacked bus. Among them is a agnostic character with a German accent. Description is Mads Mikkelsen in Hannibal, but with flair. It seems like Kojima is still hard at work for his new espionage game that I believe it is exclusive to the PlayStation and stuff. So we know how Kojima works and stuff because Death Stranding 1 took 3 years to develop, and Death Stranding 2, was that also 3 years or 5? One of those two. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 came out last year, so Death Stranding 1 came out in 2020, or was it 2019? Came out that took 3 years. Yeah, so probably 3 or 4 years this game probably will release, or probably in a shorter time frame. But we'll see. It looks like he's still doing some casting and stuff. We don't know if they actually done actual work on the game yet, but we'll probably most likely find out eventually, because it's almost guaranteed this is gonna make a big appearance at the Game Awards, in my opinion. According to Inside Gamer, Ubisoft getting Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is the remake for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, is set to be releasing on July 9th of 2026. They said expected to be announced next week, completely reworked with a bunch of new content and updates. I believe this game had been heavily rumored for the longest and stuff, so a lot of people are looking forward to Black Flag, because you probably ask around, they probably say Assassin's Creed Black Flag is the second best Assassin's Creed game behind Assassin's Creed 2 with the character Ezio Auditore. So what we know about it so far, it will have a lot of new content and updates, new characters and side quests. Most likely the game will look amazing. It's not an RPG, which me personally I'm happy about, because I hate the change to RPG when it comes to Assassin's Creed. It's a solo adventure and character driven experience. So pretty much the stuff that we know of when it comes to Assassin's Creed Black Flag and what we expect from it and stuff. So overall this is pretty nice. Of course we have to wait and see how it will turn out and stuff, and hopefully they keep true what made Assassin's Creed 4 so popular, but we'll see. We're gonna end off the video with this, with a little bit of new info involving the God of War spin-off game. There's some information that we already know, but some added tidbits have been discovered. Supposedly at some point this game will be revealed, but we just don't know when. Reports say it could possibly be revealed this month or probably in May. Well, we'll see. But the info that is Faye as the main character, which we all heard about, which had a lot of people annoying, because why would they want to play as Faye? They want to play as Kratos, who is the God of War. But the thing is, people didn't really complain when there was a rumor going around that Atreus was going to get his own game. And to be honest, I would rather play as the person who literally kicked off the whole adventure for God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. Especially you play Ragnarok, you come across a side mission that tells a story that Faye threw hands with Thor. bro, just here and there, I want to know how strong is Faye is and stuff. Like, shoot, even when she first met Kratos, when he appeared in their land, she fought him and stuff. So I want to know how strong Faye is. And I'm all about it. Um, it may include Tyr as another protagonist and stuff, which would make sense because during this time, Tyr would know of Faye and stuff since he has a strong connection with the giants. Kratos will make an appearance, most likely exactly what he said. When Faye first met Kratos, they did fought each other and stuff. So maybe you play as Faye fighting against Kratos. Multiple mythologies, including Norse, Mayan, and East Asian lore, which is Chinese, plus Japanese elements confirmed by the latest reports. So we could be going through different mythologies, which is the Mayans, East Asian. We already in the Norse and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. Most likely we'll be able to travel to these other mythologies with the help of Tyr, because Tyr have the capability of going to different mythologies and stuff. It kind of sounds like anybody could go to a different mythology. We just don't know how it was done. When it came to Kratos, it just showed him on a boat traveling by foot and stuff. So maybe that's like a case like we'll be able to warp to different mythologies, which sounds really fun. And of course, a possible reveal for this month, most likely at a rumor state of play. There was a rumor for a state of play for the 16th, which was yesterday, but unfortunately that didn't turn out to be true. But Nathan Hay did say there was a room of a state of play to happen. He just wasn't 100% sure it would be on the 16th. If I had to guess, I would probably say probably close to the end of April and stuff. Cause I know a lot of people is waiting for the state of play that's focusing on Marvel Wolverine and stuff. I know a lot of people are waiting for that, myself included. But I believe we won't get that until Soros is released, because that is a PlayStation first party game and they don't want to capitalize of pushing Marvel Wolverine in the forefront and basically just not giving no shine to Soros. That's my opinion, how I think Sony is looking at it. So Soros is set to release on April 28th and stuff, so most likely we'll probably get a state of play close to the launch of Soros, or possibly after. And so some people are saying we're probably going to get one in May instead, which is also a possibility. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see and be patient what we get. So with that being said, that's all I have for you all this week. What do you guys think? Are you excited for this God of War spin-off? Are you looking forward to the 30-minute gameplay of Gears of War E-Day? Or you're looking forward for the reveal, the official reveal for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced? Let me know in the comments below. And this is Storm. Oh, you have an amazing weekend. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.